Hello everyone, welcome to another timeless zodiac sign reading. So, first of all, I want to thank each one of you. Thank you so much for your kind wishes, your orders, and lovely comments. I hope you would share more comments because it helps me to understand what I'm doing right and what I'm not doing incorrectly. Like this time, somebody has asked me to do Celtic Cross the way I used to do before, so I'm going to do Celtic Cross today for all the signs. So, another question that people ask me, which sign should you watch? So, it is very tricky. You should know your basic birth chart for that. There are a lot of free websites which help you to see your basic birth chart. I prefer the tropical zodiac sign, so I would say that watch your birth chart from a tropical zodiac sign perspective. So, which sign should you watch? Where you're headed in life, what's your sun sign? What are you experiencing in your mind right now? On a mental level, what's your moon sign? What you're experiencing physically in your physical environment, what's your ascendant sign? What you're experiencing in terms of relationships with others on one-to-one level, especially the your significant one. What's your seventh house sign? And what you are experiencing in your career, what's your 10th house sign? If you have kids, what are they experiencing in their life right now? How it's affecting you and your relationship with your children? What's your fifth house sign? If you need to know something about your house where you live, what's your fourth house sign? If you want to know about how your friends are going to help you or uh, bless you, what's your 11th house sign? That's how it's considered. Just the sun sign is great because it helps you to know where you're headed, but you can watch all the other signs and get benefited in different ways. So each time you're stuck in your life and you're looking out for message in certain aspect, so these timeless series, I have created sign-wise playlist now, which is available in the description box. You can go ahead and click a random video where you're guided to watch that video. That video will have your message. So the intention is that when I do these readings, so feel free to access all these timeless videos and let's get started with today's reading. Hello everyone, welcome to another timeless zodiac sign reading. This is for Sagittarius and let's get started with your reading. This time I'm doing the traditional Celtic cross. Of course, this brings more authenticity. You see me shuffle the cards, you see me picking the cards, which is missing in the pick a card reading, or if I use lot of different card decks and I cannot shuffle five different decks on camera. It's definitely waste of uh, data on the internet. But still I like both the kind of reading, so I'll continue to do both of them as and when I feel like. But today we are doing the traditional way. Okay, three cards next to each other wanted to come together. Sorry. Yes, you may have one extra outcome card. Let's see if I have counted correctly. So the theme card here is to move. First of all, the kind of distractions I had while saying the intro for you and while picking the cards, it tells me that there is a lot of distraction in your environment, but you still are moving forward. Although these distractions are creating delay, but you are observing these delays in your environment, you are understanding what is a distraction and what is not a distraction, and you are moving forward, which is good news. Okay, as I said, you have two outcome cards. This card is coming a lot. Although I'm shuffling the cards, I'm picking them randomly. I'm not even picking them in sequence. But this is coming a lot. And these two cards are also coming a lot. And joy and stability. There's nothing to worry because the outcome cards are very good. But I definitely have to say that in the past you have been not talking a lot or reciprocating a lot about your feelings, and you had uh, actually pushed your feelings aside and have not spoken about them at length, which has created an imbalance. But now you are finding ways to find that balance, to push those emotions out of the system by speaking them out and by talking about them with people. You are trying very uh, hard to find that balance, but still stability is little far away from you right now because you still have to clear a lot of things and be mindful about what you are saying and how you are saying, because what is coming across to me right now is that in past you practiced a lot of moderation in your speaking. That's where you hurted your internal self because you did not speak your mind, but now you are just speaking without any filters, and it is creating little more problems. On a personal level, you are feeling very satisfied that you are telling what you feel, but then people are not really ready to listen that right now, and it's creating little confusion right now, and it might create some more challenging confusions in your environment, or it will create a kind of guilt for most of you. 80 to 90% of you, it will create a guilt factor in your mind that I should have not said that, I should have not spoken my mind so clearly in front of that person. But don't worry about that. You will come out of this phase and you will find more uh, better situation in future. The reason why you are just blurring or just putting everything out there that comes across to your mind is because right now you have clarity and you just don't want to lose this clarity by suppressing it further. You have suppressed that a lot in the past, this clarity, and it has created lot of mental or physical health problems to you, but now you just don't want to do that. People around you are scared that you might lose on certain opportunities because you are speaking your mind without any filters and without any thought to it, and you might be offending few people. You will cautiously get a lot of advice not to do so, but if you have to stay fit in your own mind, in your own senses, continue to do that. Continue to speak what you feel is right, because it will bring healing to you. You right now have to focus on your own healing. You don't have to focus on what others are thinking. You just don't want to do that. Of course, others are very scared about will you survive a certain job, or will you survive a certain relationship, or will you uh, survive a certain assignment in your life. They're very scared of that, and you are scared that you might have to just stay by yourself after a few days because nobody would be willing to talk to you anymore. These are just your fears and fear of other people around you. They are not realities, so you don't have to worry a lot. That's what I would say. But the final outcome is to rest and reconsider and believe and succeed with. So there are two different set of uh, cards here pointing in two directions here. The first card is saying that Okay, you have spoken your mind and you are doing that, which is great. But take a step back, stop for a while, don't talk to people, and see who are the people who are important for, and with whom you need to communicate the most rude things. You probably are telling a lot of unnecessary things to a lot of people right now, which is creating that guilt to a certain extent. Take a step back, find out who are the real people who actually needs to listen what you are saying right now, because you cannot give poison to everyone. You have to give that poison to specific people who really need that, or who have given you some kind of bad treatment in the past. You just have to deliver that bad feelings to them. You don't have to keep communicating this to everyone. So take a step back and find out, reflect who are the people with whom you really want to communicate those harsh words, and go ahead and do that with them and spare the others. And you will succeed if you believe that those are the 4 or 5 people or 10 people, who, whatever the number may be, are the true people who deserve to hear what you want to say to them. You will succeed in life. You will get rid of all the uh, sickness that you have created for yourself by not speaking your mind in the past. Go ahead and tell to them, but and you will succeed after that. But decide who are those people who really needs to listen to all this that you are saying right now. You cannot go on insulting or saying harsh things to everyone right now. That's what the cards are telling. Sorry, I've been very direct and in communicating the message. I don't mean to say that you are just insulting every person coming across to you. That's not the intention at all. But sometimes the messages just get downloaded in such a way that I have to put them across in the most simplistic way. But certain times it gets really offending for someone who is really polite and who doesn't do this a lot. But yeah, maybe it is different for different people to what degree you are someone who just doesn't like to get angry anytime, is now getting just raising some pointers or some questions, would also be considered that okay, this person never spoke a word in their life and now they're pointing this as a mistake. People take that as an insult. But I I just don't want to tell you that what is an insult. For different people, it is really different. Uh, I just want to understand the core of the message, that you might be doing little things differently than what you were doing previously. It might help you to release the emotions that you were holding back, but just release it at the right place at the right time. Don't hold them, but don't even release them to the wrong set of people. That's the message here. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye bye. Yeah, and if you want to have a personal reading with me, please, please, please visit the links below.